Now that you have a theme for your base, you need to get a deed. These are used to actually grant base ownership and to select a location for the entrance. There you go. Now when you use your deed, it will grant you access to a base and allow you to choose a location in Metropolis or Gotham for the entrance. Give it a go. All right, head to your base. All right, head to your base now and we'll take a little tour. This is your mainframe, the nerve center of your lair. You can use it to gain access to powerful tools like orbital strikes, backup reinforcements, and powerful equipment mods. Your mainframe's power is maintained here as well, so be sure to keep it up so you can have access to more powerful features. This is your dispenser, where you'll retrieve the items that you've selected in the mainframe, such as communicators for your backup and orbital strikes. Finally, this is your base's control panel. It's used to enter decoration mode, alter some of the colors of your base, and for other utility purposes. That's just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to owning and operating your base. Let's get started on placing some base items. I've given you a few things. Check your inventory and collect the base items. Now that you've added the base items to your base inventory, use the control panel to enter Decorator mode. While in Decorator mode, you can place your items at the appropriate markers. While most base items are cosmetic, there are amenities you can acquire that have very specific functions like bank, mail, and broker access. However, amenities can only be placed at specific markers. Once you've filled up enough markers, you will unlock free placement mode and be able to place base items almost anywhere. So, that about wraps it up. I'm sure you'll uncover even more interesting things about your base. Good luck. And don't forget to try placing those items. Oracle out.
wasting your time. I'll be out by dinner. You have the right to remain silent.
GCPD file. The Match Malone. 6 counts of arson, 3 convictions, and 1 count of insurance fraud.
Batman's taking Ivy to Arkham. You know, he didn't even chew me out. Somehow that's worse. Anyway, thanks for your help.
We've got an emergency. The Green Lantern Corp's power rings have been acting strangely, and they've traced the problem back to Earth. Problem is, so has the Sinestro Corp. They're throwing down in the historic district. Talk to the recruiter in the police station there for more.
Greetings. The Green Lantern Corps is tasked with keeping intergalactic order, but there's something interfering with our rings. We suspect the murderous Sinestro Corp. Help us defeat their yellow power of fear, and the Corps will not forget your efforts.
This is Superman. I'm glad to see you've joined the fight against Sinestro. According to Green Lantern, whatever's disrupting their power rings is here in Metropolis. Until they find it, it's up to us to take out Sinestro's vanguard and help the Corps. Their rings draw on pure willpower. See if you can lend some of yours.
insist. I'll stick with you until I'm at 100%. Let me get my head on straight, but number 2 is just great. I'll stick with you.
This one's working for the Green Lanterns. Get them! Are you sure I have worked to end Green Lantern's interference. Are
Sinestro Corp's yellow powers draw on the power of fear, much like the Green Lantern rings draw on willpower. They're not friendly guys. And it looks like they're all zeroing in on City Hall. I'm updating your map.
Any attempt to discuss the situation with Sinestro has failed. Against all the evidence, he's convinced the Green Lanterns are sabotaging his Corps' rings. Since he wants a fight, give it to him. The sooner we drain the charge from those yellow rings, the better.
Archilo Manhunter Bounty. Dangerous criminal of the antimatter universe and confidant of the criminal Sinestro. One dead or alive.
evil attempt at sabotage. We haven't touched your Sinestro. Whatever's happened, it's happened to all of us.
I assume you were sent by Superman. The Sinestro Corp is using an amplifier device. Their rings against interference. You must disable these devices.
Fear the power of Sinestro's might.
What you lanterns have done to our rings, nothing will stop the might of our terror!
watching the ring's energy signatures. It looks like something is blocking their usual power source, like it's trying to rewrite all of them somehow. Both Sinestro and Green Lantern Corp. What?
Sinestro's getting desperate. His core is capturing Green Lantern rings and holding them in yellow prison constructs to weaken the Green Lantern Corps. Free the rings. Even if the core can't use them, at least we'll get them out of Sinestro's hands.
Due to the malfunction in our rings, we require your aid. Find a fallen man.
Ring status report.
Have a fear
Green
processor
Lantern
unit you can use to locate the rings of fallen yellow lanterns. Lock these rings inside our green prison construct.
Ring status report. Ring status report.
Keep those constructs out.
Ring status
Keep those
report.
yellow rings safe.
Ring status report. Green Lantern 1066 deceased. Space sector scan 1066. Ring status report. Sinestro Corp member 1107 deceased. Sector scan. Ring status report. Sinestro Sector scan 482 for replacement report.
Green Lanterns take our ring.
Last survivor of the planet Mobile X.
Feel the power of Sinestro's might.
Atomic acts of leading and ending Green Lantern.
Ring status report. Sinestro Corp member. Ring status report. Green Lantern 804 deceased. Space sector scan 804. Ring status report. Sinestro Corp.
Take Sinestro Corps' rings and halt their...
Keep the Sinestro away from our rings.
Ring status report. Sinestro Corp member. Ring status report. Sinestro Corp member 5. Sector scan 541 for replacement section initiated. Ring status report. Sinestro Sector scan 804 initiated. Ring status report. Sinestro Corp member. Ring status report. Ring status report. Green Lantern 804 Dan 1066 initiated for replacement. Ring status report. Sinestro Corp member 482 deceased. Ring status report. Green Lantern 1512 initiated. Ring status report. Sinestro.
Do not let the Green Lanterns reclaim their rings!
Ring status report. Green Lantern 1066 deceased. Space sector scan 1066 initiated for replacement. Initiated for replacement. Status report. Green Lantern 804. Ring status report. Green Lantern 1512 deceased. Space sector scan 1512 initiated for replacement. Ring status report. Sinestro Corp member ring status.
As soon as I find the losers in this department, I'm gonna pound their head right through the back of yesterday.
Oh boy. I'm tracking a huge yellow light construct at City Hall. It looks like a giant fear generator. I'm alerting John Stewart. He'll meet you inside with the core.
Sinestro has created a yellow fear generator construct to boost all of his malfunctioning rings. John Stewart and Select Corps will meet you inside to help take it out. Maybe then Sinestro will listen to reason, and we can locate the source of the real disturbance. Maybe. But Sinestro has created a yellow fear generator construct to boost all of his malfunctioning rings. John Stewart and Select Corps will meet you inside to help take it out. Maybe then Sinestro will listen to reason, and we can locate the source of the real disturbance. Maybe. But I doubt it.
We need reinforcements before we can take on that manhunter.
Are you here to fight? Good. One of Sinestro's manhunters is just behind this door. He's been slightly damaged, so that may give us an advantage. Bring down the shield! We're heading in brightest day, in blackest night. No evil shall escape my sight. Let those who worship evil's might beware my power. Green Lantern's light!
Heralds of Sinestro, leaders of the power that concentrate fear, destroy or apprehend all sight. Bounty. Concepts.
I see through your protests. You fear Sinestro's power. You fear what's right. But you cannot stop the Sinestro Corp, and you will pay for this attempt to limit our power.
You're crazy if you think the ring malfunctions have anything to do with us, Sinestro. But then, reason was never your strong point. You want to fight, you got one.
I sense fear in this room. Lovely.
It doesn't take a power ring to see that you're the one who's afraid, Sinestro.
That last assault should have drained Sinestro's rings near zero. Maybe now the Lanterns can finally track the source of the original disturbance.
My ring is drained.
You did Metropolis proud, and the Green Lantern Corps as well.
This is not over, Lanterns, for fear dwells within us all.
Sinestro won't get far.
I was the greatest of the Green Lanterns. I brought law and order in the universe. Forcing my will upon the light, I brought a new dawn to the Lantern Corps. When I was banished, I found willpower is easily broken. By fear. Fear is strong. You think you are fearless, that I am so easily defeated. Let those who try to stop what's right burn like my power, Sinestro's might!